Hello everyone, today I'd like to talk about the power of talismans and charms, specifically in the form of necklaces. Basically, something that you put around your neck, obviously. But these necklaces should be either purchased for a very specific purpose, the items that you will use in making the necklace purchased for a very specific purpose, or made by you personally in a variety of ways. But I actually made this one today, and this one is a necklace relating me and helping me to understand death. And there are many charms on here that I placed on here because of their affiliation and my understanding of them in relation to death. But that's why I have two pieces of cloth, black bandana tied around here too, to symbolize death, and many charms. But it's not really about this necklace right now. I'm just speaking about necklaces and charms and talismans in general. To make a charm, to make one that's not just one that you order, you have to use a specific spell or some kind of a request from a spirit or god. But the charms that I'm talking about on this necklace, I just purchased for the specific reason of using them in relation to the symbols that they are, allowing me to think about and associate certain aspects of reality to the symbols within these charms. And then I kind of bless, I guess you could say, or ask the spirits and gods, depending on the necklace, talisman, or charm, to basically connect me to that form of reality that I'm trying to connect to through the necklace I've created, through the charm I've created, through the talisman I've created. Now, a talisman is more likely to have some of your blood or other bodily fluids, or some of your hair, or something like that. So, and then something like a sigil or a rune on a piece of paper, maybe in a little bottle. And I've done that before. And that is to increase your strength based on your efforts in symbolically directing ideas inward, directing them towards yourself to grant yourself more strength, or more knowledge, or more wisdom, or more magical ability. Directing your efforts inward and basically altering what you naturally have as a human being in order to produce greater abilities, either spiritually, physically, mentally, psychologically, which can deal with the subconscious. But regardless, I'm just kind of briefly skimming over some of these areas. I find making necklaces like this incredibly useful. They even without the magical side of it, the charms on this, the symbols, help me to think about what that necklace was created for. It helps me to remember the ideas that I associate with death in the instance of this necklace. If you want to make another necklace like I have over here, in relation to Ugo Ferrai in particular, where I have his vive on a piece of bronze connected to bones from oxes that are carved in little skulls, and basically wooden beads. Something like that is made specifically in relation to Ugo Ferrai because it has his vive. And this necklace actually is in relation to Kali Ma more than anyone else, and she's kind of the conqueror of death, conqueror of time, the one who is not affected by the karma that usually binds us to our eventual end of death. And she didn't conquer that through evil means. She conquered that through realizing that material is nothing, and she encourages us to realize that material is not to be sought, that oneness with God is to be sought. Fulfillment in this world, in our endeavors in this world, yeah, but in a direction that leads us towards moksha, liberation from the world that we are active in. So the goddess Kali Ma, she's viewed as evil by a lot of people who just see her images and don't really understand what the images are saying. Nobody really believes that Kali Ma looks like that. Like she just exists on top of Shiva with all these arms and weapons and blood and heads around her neck. It's all symbolic. Like, for instance, I'll take you to this image right here. The trident she has in her hand, Trishula, It represents the mastery of the three natures of the middle one, which is Rajas, which is restlessness, kind of going from good or bad, constant activity. Tamas, which is one side, and it represents darkness, inertia, the inability to, or the unwillingness to progress past one's point. And the other one represents any other piece of the trident, the other pointy end there represents sattva, which is purity, virtue, a tendency to progress. And mastering all of those, she holds them by basically the staff. And the heads around her neck represent the different letters of the Sanskrit alphabet, and they also represent the heads of a demon by some interpretations. Either one demon or many demons. There was one demon that she had to basically swallow in order to destroy it, and it could sprout many pieces of it, many other demons that looked just like it, and many other heads. But she solved the problem by swallowing it. However, this is all symbolic, and you can read into the symbolism the way that you wish. I have ways that I read into it, but I'm not really going to get into them here. And basically, Kali Ma represents Shakti also in the picture. She represents the energy in the world, and basically that energy mounting the material in this world, which is Shiva. Now, in the spiritual realm, the astral realm, Shiva is actually the spiritual energy of Shiva is the energy. Their matter is energy in the spiritual realm, and energy here is actually matter in the spiritual realm. So the roles are reversed. Energy that is energy here is matter in the spiritual astral realm, and matter that is matter here is actually energy in the astral realm, the spiritual realm. And she has these arms with many weapons to cut through ignorance to varying degrees. The hands that garland her waist are basically the hands of demons, the arms of demons. So we see that it's not what it seems when you first look at it. And just like death, that's why I like to be reminded of certain symbols that I hold close to death in my mind. That's why I make something like this to remind myself and to kind of bless myself with constant understanding and the energy that I understand death, and in understanding death we can keep it away ultimately. But I would encourage you to find some symbols that you really like and to make a necklace out of them. Order some stuff on Amazon. I got a lot of these materials off Amazon. I bless them in my own way. I sacrifice to the spirits and gods, little material bits here and there, and prayers, mantras, to bless some of these things. And I would highly encourage you to experiment with this. Just look up different talismans, how to make them online. Look up different charms, how to make them, how to bless them, how to put spells on them so that they are actually, as they imply, charms. And try to fashion some spiritual jewelry that will help you in your life, in your understanding and your strength, and as you go forward. So this has basically been a video on talismans, charms, necklaces, amulets, things like that. I hope this has helped you. If you've liked this at all, please hit that thumbs up down there. And I will talk to you very soon. Thank you.